And in the end, their bodies were discovered, mangled, butchered, their faces twisted into a silent scream. The one thing that was never found was their hearts. Perhaps they never had them to begin with. Perhaps one day, the living will learn not to disrespect the dead. Remembers their chubby-cheeked smiles and their glittering laughter. But mostly she is as she is now, engulfed in her pain and her anguish, and so very alone. Her grief is interrupted by the sound of someone splashing the surface of her lake. Could it be the sound of her children? You. Yes, you. It's me, Lucine. Cariño. Come a little closer. I've got something to tell you. I knew you would find this secret signal, Vault Hunter. Them to take her hand and close their eyes tight. The mother holds their small, soft hands and slowly pulls them under. As water fills their tiny lungs, she pulls them deeper and deeper, comforting them. Don't be afraid, children. Mother is here now. Delicate sensibilities, or those with heart conditions. As you wander this unwelcoming wasteland, keep an eye out for these phantom radios. If the dial is tuned just right, you may hear the forlorn wailings of the forgotten dead, whose stories of woe are caught up in the signal. Nothing of killing women and children, leaving their bodies beneath a cold black lake. As she sank into the darkness, small silhouettes pierced the surface of the water like stones. She reached for them, beckoning their little bodies to her, to where they will be safe, to where they will be together again. To listen to his words, that he might be my way out of this nightmare. I didn't want to be one of vile Victor's experiments, carved and flayed alive like so many others. I trudged forward, and when I felt I could go no further, he told me, Lucine, look for the mahogany door, and Manpuvas will help you. Occasions, she remembers their chubby-cheeked smiles and their glittering laughter. But mostly she is as she is now, engulfed in her pain and her anguish, and so very alone. Her grief is interrupted by the sound of someone splashing the surface of her lake. Could it be the sound of her children? Jagged rows of molars, canines, incisors. Far too many to be all her own. Why don't you give me yours instead? She said, grinning wider and wider. When she was finished with him, she asked, "Can you smile for me now?" Men are so much prettier when they smile. Plum, I felt him before I could see him. Mancuas. He was tall, lanky, and intriguing. He told me he could help me, that I would be able to use my gift as much as I desired. I would fear nothing and no one, that even death could not touch me. All I had to do was speak to the book. An hour later, it was a lick to his armpit. An hour after that, the inside of his nose. Without fail, every hour on the hour, there was a wet stripe of tongue on his body. His eyeball between his toes, and it was no stopping. This is what he gets for refusing the inspection. I awoke to the hissing sound of static and a pounding in my skull. I awoke to the hissing sound of static and a pounding in my skull. There was nothing to feel, cariño. Mancuas made good on his deal. I indeed could not be touched by death, pero neither could I be touched by the sun. I would never know the taste of a fine wine, or the caress of a lover, ever again. There was only me, and this signal, for the rest of eternity.